Hello there. Here we are, deep into the first week of Advent. Our house is all decorated. We have some poinsettia sitting here. Our stairway railing is wrapped with garland and lights, and the grandchildren's stockings are all hung by the stairway with care. Our Christmas tree is up, and Jenny and I enjoy decorating it every year. There are some special ornaments on there that we've had since our first year as a married couple back in 1970. And we enjoy putting them up this year. But Christmas this year will be different. We're all aware of that. This pandemic has come into our midst, and we're urged to not get together like we should. Obviously, we're not worshiping together as a church right now. Um, so maybe this year we can focus on Advent, the season of waiting and watching. Recent exciting news has come our way that a vaccine is coming very, very soon for this COVID 19. Something we've been waiting on ever since this virus hit our nation back in the late spring. It's turned life upside down. But the news of this nearness of this vaccine brings hope. And maybe one day in the near future, we can return to a more normal way of life. Maybe we can say goodbye to masks. Maybe we can hug each other. Maybe we can sit closer than 6 feet. I've always thought after I've had a cold or maybe the flu or some illness that I really appreciate good health once I return to good health. So I hope that we can appreciate a new normal when this has come behind us. This Advent brings, though, a different season of hope. The world has been suffering from another pandemic, the pandemic of sin. The world has suffered since the Garden of Eden. Sin entered the world when we decided not to obey God, when we decided to not put God first. Sin seems to have run rampant, like COVID 19 has, with no cure in sight. But in the very beginning, God offered hope when he confronted Adam and Eve and Satan. In fact, in Genesis 3:15, God said to Satan, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers, and he will strike your head, and you will strike his heel." The first promise of Jesus to come and cure us, save us from this pandemic of sin. God again spoke in Isaiah 7:14, and he said, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you shall call his name Emmanuel." In Matthew 1, we get the definition of the name Emmanuel. It means God with us. But Joseph and Mary both were told to name their son Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins, the Bible tells us. Now it's interesting, the Hebrew name Jesus is Yeshua. Now, Jesus comes from the Greek translation of that word in the New Testament, and it means to deliver or to rescue. So just as we hope the COVID 19 vaccines rescue us and deliver us from the pandemic, we know without a doubt that Jesus will deliver us from sin. So I hope as we go through Advent this season that we take time to reflect upon the greatest gift of Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us, our deliverer. Be blessed.